Hi everyone. As per your voting, I will do a video today on the unusual traits of a narcissist that usually go unnoticed. So the first trait that is quite unusual in a narcissist is that they are very knowledgeable. They seem to know everything about everything. And it might be that they're really smart and they really do have an encyclopedia in their brain and they know just about everything, but it could also be that they pretend to know about everything or they have an opinion about everything. The second trait that I think is unusual is that when a narcissist speaks, their voice doesn't seem to quite fit their personality. They speak to create an impression, especially those narcissists that may be a little bit on the histrionic side. So obviously narcissistic personality is part of the cluster B personality disorders. So you've got narcissistic personality disorder, histrionic personality disorder, antisocial personality disorder, and borderline personality disorder. So a lot of these conditions, a lot of the traits of these conditions overlap. And I believe that the narcissists that have a few histrionic traits have this very strange way of speaking that doesn't quite fit. Their voice can become almost theatrical in moments, or they have different pitches when they speak. So notice this. I really think that this is a big sign of somebody who is on the narcissistic spectrum. The third trait that I think may be a bit unusual is that narcissists have a very intense gaze in their eyes. The way they look at you is very intense. And this gaze that they have is mostly considered very attractive and almost alluring and seductive. And it also may give the impression that they are deep in thought. So when they look at you and their stare is very long, you may think that they are observing you, thinking about you, or are very deep individuals. So a lot of people find this very attractive. Another unusual trait is that actually a lot of narcissists tend to have a very photogenic face. So their smile is very photogenic and they look amazing in photos. And they almost have the perfect smile. Something that I've come across, which is another unusual trait, is that some narcissists, especially the covert type, can be really bad at giving gifts. In my experience, somebody gave me a CD once, a long time ago, of a band that they absolutely adored. Now, this person was a really, really good friend of mine, right? That we spent a lot of time together. They gave it to me for my birthday. They didn't really consider the fact that I didn't really like this band. But guess what happened? They kept asking me to borrow this CD because they loved the music so much. But I never understood, why would they buy me this gift? Why would they buy me a gift of a band that I'm really not that fond of? And it was actually because they wanted to borrow it. They wanted to make use of it. So it was actually a very selfish present. And this happened to me with this particular friend more than once. I no longer speak with this person, right? Like, this was a friend from a long time ago. We grew apart. I realized that they were toxic and quite narcissistic. And the healthier I became, the less I wanted to spend time with them. So in my personal experience, I think some narcissists are very bad at giving presents. Another unusual trait of a narcissist is that they are very resentful losers. If you try and play a game with them, or if you do some sort of competitive sport with them, oh my goodness, they are not able to lose. They absolutely hate losing. They almost have a tantrum like a child would because they didn't win. So it's actually quite funny when a narcissist loses. Something else that I've noticed, which is also quite an unusual trait, is that some narcissists really dislike answering questions that may reveal something bad about them. So what they do in this case is they answer questions with counter questions in order to avoid actually answering the question. So see if you notice that. If you ask a narcissist a difficult question, something that may reveal something bad about themselves, see how they respond. I think this is a very good one. The last two, I would say, can be unusual, but also I think they're becoming more common. The first one is that they intentionally forget things that you have asked them. Whether it's something that you've asked them to do or whether it's just something you've asked them, they will forget. It's called selective amnesia. And they also constantly interrupt you. Now, I have been around a lot of different narcissists, covert, overt narcissists, and interrupting is something that they do a lot. There are some people that interrupt when they are overexcited about a topic you may be talking about and they just want to say something. I'm not talking about those types of people. I'm talking about a narcissist who interrupts you on purpose because they don't want to listen to what you have to say anymore, or because they get bored of what you're saying. But in most cases, it's because the attention is not on them. And they want the attention to be on them, so they will interrupt you in order to say something that they think is more important. So what did you think of today's video? Are there any other unusual traits of a narcissist that you would like to share? If you enjoyed this video today, then please give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, then please do. I've also got a TikTok page, so it's called Courage Tips. So if you're interested, then please feel free to follow it. I do try and release one video every day on there, and hopefully I'll be doing the same with YouTube Shorts. So yeah, that is it today, everyone. Thank you so much for watching and listening to today's video. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.